what the minority leader is doing for you is most unfair. It's most unfair. You can't run your own commentary.
You see,
what you are doing is against the protocol. See, we are done. You are running commentary.
Honorable Rockson Dafeamekpor, you can just put on a microphone and begin to talk. So, therefore, you are completely out of order.
Charlie, welcome to the political rant with me, the voice right on Ghana and MTVGH. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Turn on the notifications so that anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified.
I've been exercising patience to manage this process, and I'll continue to exercise that patience. You and your vice chair haven't gotten to understand my question. The nominee says he was asked to see an officer, and after seeing the officer later brought him this tax clearance certificate. Now, the computation, be it an account officer in your own office or whatever, after he or she is done with the computation, he brings a form to you to sign. It's a declaration. Then he or she will take it to GRA. Unless the board chairman here is saying to us that whoever is the accounts officer or the tax expert, if he fills the form, there is no such requirement for you to sign. If that is so, let it be on record.
But, Honorable Minority Leader, is a certificate in issue? Do you have a doubt about the certificate issued by GRA? If you have a doubt, say so. Because official documents are presumed to be correct unless you establish to the contrary. I'm not a judge anyway. The GRA certificate is an official document and it must be presumed to be correct unless you establish to the contrary. So if you don't have a doubt about the document that has been produced, then the presumption of official document applies. The regularity of official document applies.
Mr. Chairman, this certificate is a sign of compliance, period. If there's a field for him to sign, he would have signed it. Otherwise, he cannot be issued this certificate.
Honorable Chairman and colleagues of this committee, let us be careful with the precedents we are setting. I always keep quiet for you to make your point. So please, extend the same courtesy. It is not the regularity of the certificate that is in question. I am talking about the processes leading to the issuance of the certificate. Obviously, if anybody takes a declaration form computing your tax obligation to GRA with a signature, it will be presumed to be regular and the certificate will be issued. I am not attacking the certificate. I asked a very simple question, which you gave an honest answer, that this officer that the HR department asked you to see, after preparing the document, your tax obligation, before going to GRA, did he come to you to sign the declaration before proceeding? You said all you know is that you went to see him and he later brought you this. I just want to be clear. If he did, yes. If he did not, we move on.
Honorable Chair, to be frank, this was the first time that I was ever asked to produce a tax clearance certificate. And because I didn't know what to do, and now since I completed school, been earning salary from the government, I decided to seek the advice of the Human Resource Department. And he told me that an officer in the accounts department will work on it.
Your document for tax purposes.
Chairman, with all due respect, what the minority leader is doing for you is most unfair. It's most unfair. You can't run your own commentary.
You see,
what you are doing is against the protocol. We are done. You are running commentary.
Honorable Rockson Dafeamekpor, you can't just put on a microphone and begin to talk. So, therefore, you are completely out of order.
I apologize.
All I am saying, I in filing my tax obligations in the office would have to sign. When as a parliamentarian we are filing, we go there when the account is done down there, the office there, they bring it to us to sign. And I'm saying,
honorable minority leader, and in conclusion, please, in conclusion. Please conclude. Are you done? Well, honorable members.
Chairman.
That's why I'm asking you whether you are done.
Chairman, you see, Chairman, if you continue to encourage these things, the otherwise peaceful protocol we have all reached to proceed may degenerate.
Honorable member, what else do you expect me to do other than ruling him out of order?
Chairman, let's leave all the matters.
We are under the rules. What do I do apart from ruling the honorable member out of order? We are guided by rules. And what the rule expects me to do is, if a member is not operating within the order, I rule the person out of order. That I have just done.
Were your own conclusions of that judgment?
Honorable member, with all due respect, if a judgment is delivered by a Supreme Court, it means that the Supreme Court has reached a conclusion on the judgment. I don't think it is fair to be asking a nominee before us to be drawing a conclusion different from the conclusion of the Supreme Court in the matter.
Okay. Chairman.
So, with all due respect,
Chairman,
I have overruled you.
Don't worry. I am proud of my principals who trained me in my early days in practice on how to stand firm in cross-examination. Don't worry. I will yield to you and proceed. My Lord, upon reading the Justice Abdullahi case, what did you deduce? What did you deduce out of the judgment? What were your own deductions out of the judgment?
Honorable Chair.
Well, it's a similar question that you are asking, except to say that, honorable members, vetting is not cross-examination. Because in cross-examination, you are to establish something against the witness or the accused person. You ask questions to establish the guilt or otherwise. So don't be under a mistaken of the fact that vetting is not cross-examination. The essence of vetting is for us to establish the eligibility criteria, whether the person is suitable to be appointed to the Supreme Court or not, being guided by the Constitution that set out the requirement based on which a person can be taken to the Supreme Court. So the issue is whether the person is qualified or the person is not qualified, but not to cross-examine.
Chairman, I'm not saying I'm doing cross-examination. I said, listen, please, Chairman, please. What I said, the import of what I said was that the learning on cross-examination